Alright, hi, so I'm Chris Solis. This is my next game coming up. It's called Space Line. It's a 2 to 5 player dueling game about warring armies in space. What makes this game unique is the high player count, or about controlling lanes, and also your army being a very small card count. It's about allocating your resources in accordingly and trying to win battles in several battlefields when you can't possibly win them all. So some slight bluffing, but more about resource allocation. So let's take a look here. The game is highly asymmetrical. When you pick an army, let's look at these army cards. There are 5 different armies in the game. After you pick in your army, you pick a hero from that army, and that determines your starting setup. So in this demo, we're playing the Leon army, which are the humans. Their whole thing is they're having a side deck of level up cards where they can get them and upgrade their units, versus the Kuzu, who make permanent plant tokens to overgrow your opponents. All right. So the flow of the game is simple. We'll just do a quick dummy turn where in my hand, I have units 0 through 6, and so does my opponents. All right. What the cards do is different, but the numbers are the same. One of those cards is your powerful card, your hero, right? In the flow of the game, whoever's first will get this token, and on their turn, they'll get 4 of those cards and allocate them to up to these 3 battlefields. So I'll go first, and then you can plan yours in response to mine, right? After all players have planned their cards, these cards are turned face up. And then the first turn player can choose which of these battlefields happens first. So I'll choose this one. I'll read my card's effects, then you read yours. Yours makes 2 plant tokens. And then after, we compare the strength, 4 versus 2, and we see who wins. In this case, your plants are defeated, so you take damage, and your tower is damaged.
Oh, okay.
If this tower is destroyed, then I'll start dealing damage to your base and eventually defeating you. Right?
Okay.
After this lane resolves, if the card is by itself, these cards return to the player's hand.
Okay.
Now we'll do this battlefield.
Okay.
Right? I have 8 versus 6.
Yes.
This has an ability to move to another lane, but I won't do that.
Okay.
I win this battlefield again. So this takes damage. These cards are in a group, so because they're in a group, they will be inaccessible next round. And they go over here.
Okay.
Right? Remember, the numbers are 1 through 6, so me knowing you don't have a 5 and a 1 next round is information.
Got it.
We'll look over here. 6 minus X equals a token, so this is actually 4 versus 3. You'll win this one. And then these cards are by themselves, so they go back to our hand. Right?
Got it.
Then the priority token player passes. Now you can play your cards first, and I'll re-react it.
So I could go like this.
Yeah, I'm going to face down, though.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay.
I put 2 cards down there, and this card here. Can I do 2 cards on the second one, or do I have to? Or is it 5 only?
It's 4 total only.
4 total only. Okay. So I'm gonna play. Okay.
And then I'll look at that and I'll react. I'm going to use some special effects to try to get an edge here. So what I can do is you can use your board's effects as well. If you discard a card, which I will do, you can do something. In my case, I get to make some marine tokens.
Oh.
Right? So every army has a unique board effect, right?
Okay.
Then I will deploy some cards, so I'll put 1 there. Anyway, I'm going to double up here.
Okay.
And go here.
Okay.
Now that we've planned our cards, our exhausted cards return to our hand.
Very good.
Yep. Then these cards are revealed. All right. You have the token, so you get to choose which battlefield happens first.
Let's do over here first.
All right. So you get to read your effects and do them.
So this card's
strength
is always equal to 6 minus the number of tokens on all battlefields. So
minus 2. So he's 4.
So he's a 4. So it's and this one is return this card to your hand or deploy one of my tokens into this battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to do that, right? Okay. I don't have to, right?
You don't have to. You can make 1 because the plant tokens stay, so that they'll be there for next round.
These tokens stay?
Yep.
So I could like bring him back and put one out, basically.
Well, you can do or. So you can play the token with him and make it, the plan will just stay there.
Oh, then I will do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to put another one out,
Right.
since he will stay.
So that's versus 3, right?
Yep.
So you win this one,
Okay.
right? I take damage. This card is by itself, so it goes to my hand.
These are together, so they get
exhausted.
They get exhausted. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to put them here in
Right.
my exhausted area.
Mhm.
All right, let's just go down the line.
Yeah, they stay face up, so then we know what's happening here,
Fair enough?
right? So we do this one. You have 6 power versus my 7. So you lose this one. You lose the tower.
Oh, no.
But these cards are by themselves.
So they will go back to our hands.
Yep. These Marines are only last 1 turn.
What about these guys? These stay, though?
Because they lost the battle, they're destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair
Otherwise,
enough.
they would have stayed.
Oh,
Like that's
okay.
like this one stays.
Excellent.
So this one here, this guy makes 3 of those. But that's not enough for my 5 power here.
Indeed.
Right?
So I'm going to lose these.
Yep. And then that guy goes back to your
It
hand.
goes back to my hand, and I damage my tower there.
Yep. And these cards are exhausted.
Okay.
Right. Then we go to round 3.
Okay.
Right. And you got this guy here for free. So if you manage your resources correctly, you can get out of control with this. That's the whole point. All right. So we're gonna make this interesting for you. I'm gonna put 3 of these right here. I'm gonna put this down here, and I'm gonna leave that undefended.
So you're looking to get through and actually cause the damage to me now that my towers are gone.
Correct.
Ah. Okay, well, I don't want that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because this is undefended. He's going to win that anyway, right?
He's gonna win that, yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to back him up. I'm going to put 3 here.
Mhm.
And...
Need these 2.
Okay.
I need. That's Angela. No, I think she's good, but she went to go do fun. Yeah. Okay. So reveal. All right, I get to choose the order. I'll choose this one first.
Okay.
My Marine has an effect where he can switch lanes. Well, I was hoping. I'll move him over here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, clever.
Um,
Right. So now, since you did this one first, though, I have an ability where everyone with 5 or more power goes down to 0. That includes my guy. I was hoping he wasn't going to go first.
Yes, but it's only this lane.
Oh, only that lane.
It's always only that lane.
Oh, my bad.
So
okay.
in this case, you're good. This does defeat me here.
Okay, well, that works for me.
That card goes to your hand.
Okay.
We'll do this one. I hit you there. Take out the plant. You take damage here.
I've lost all 3 towers.
All right. But then we'll go here. I have 11 versus. Oh,
12.
shit. Wow. Okay, you win.
Gotcha.
So I take damage here. And these cards are exhausted. These cards should be back in your hand.
Okay.
And the 3 we had in a group are exhausted.
Indeed. So these 3 go here because they are exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. This
Right.
is cool.
So yeah, that's the flow of the game. The game we play right now is a little sloppy, but you get the idea that that's how the game works. Each army is super asymmetrical and have some wild stuff going on. So your plant tokens stay here, and you can play them, and then you can spend them for your effects. This is one of the simpler ones. My army has a nuke I can use to force a tie, and a whole level up deck to adjust my units on the fly. Let me show you some of the other factions real quick.
How many factions are going to come in the box?
5. So these guys are about forcing ties, and when you do, you get to put passives on the board that last forever. All right.
Very cool.
We also have the Vaccus Army. This army keeps their cards hidden to the last minute, and they're all about concealing information and being tricky. If you reveal the wrong cards on their side, their units become empowered. We also have the Energia Army that's about managing 2 resources to power your robots, energy and tech. And they're the tricky, move things around and be calculated army.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the energy and tech, are they for playing other effects and other cards?
Yeah, so example, like this unit, if you spend 2 cubes, you can trade places with another one.
Ah, I get you now. I get it.
Right.
I get it.
All right, this mech, its strength is equal to the amount of tech you have.
Oh, very cool.
Right, but you have to spend energy to keep it on board.
I get. Okay.
Yeah. So you need to gain resources and spend them. Your battle effects are really powerful, though.
Very cool. Thank you so much for showing us your upcoming game, Space Lines. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks for checking it out.